It was a sunny afternoon when I decided to take my speedboat out for a spin on the lake. The water was calm and everything seemed perfect. I had just finished fueling up at the dock and was about to hit the water when I noticed something unusual. My boat, which I always parked securely at the marina, was missing. Panic set in. I searched the area, trying to make sense of what had happened. But then I spotted her. Karen, my neighbor from the HOA, was driving my speedboat, zooming across the lake like it was hers. I immediately called the local authorities, but as I was dialing, I noticed something even stranger. Karen, seeing me in hot pursuit, began speeding up, clearly trying to evade me. In an act of defiance, I took off in my own boat, determined not to let her get away with this. I was furious, but I knew I needed to remain calm. As I sped toward her, she glanced back, her eyes wide with a mix of shock and defiance. Karen, having no idea how much trouble she was in, continued to floor the throttle, heading towards the far side of the lake. I quickly radioed the sheriff's office, explaining the situation. Meanwhile, I kept my distance but stayed in pursuit. Karen had made a mistake that she was about to regret, and I wasn't about to let her get away. As she reached the far side of the lake, the sheriff's deputy finally arrived at the scene, sirens blaring. Karen tried to make a break for it, but with nowhere to go and the sheriff closing in, she had no choice but to surrender. As she was taken off my boat and into custody, she seemed to realize the severity of what she had done. The sheriff shook his head, muttering something about how people shouldn't take things that didn't belong to them, even if it was a speedboat. The authorities took over from there, and Karen was charged with theft, leaving me to reflect on just how wild that afternoon had turned. In the end, I got my boat back, but the whole ordeal was a stark reminder that sometimes people are willing to take things that don't belong to them, and you have to stand your ground to make sure they don't get away with it.